lovely banya last night, and we just had a very good breakfast. We should make an early start, leaving 8 o'clock. We're off to Rostov Veliki. We have left Kostroma and are on our way to Rostov Veliki, with its Kremlin in a beautiful setting next to Lake Nero. We've just come to Rostov Veliki, which is one of the oldest towns in Russia, first mentioned in 862, and we're just about to visit the White Kremlin. Rostov was first mentioned in 862 and was the capital of the princes of Kiev, who moved into the Finno-Ugric land. The Cathedral of the Assumption inside the monastery was modelled on the cathedral of the same name in Moscow's Kremlin and was funded by Ivan the Terrible as he regretted killing his son. Outside is the grave of the Tsar Boris Godunov. We're in the Kremlin in Rostov Veliki, in the square in front of the Uspensky Sobor, or Assumption Cathedral. We just visited the Resurrection Church and we're walking around the walls and we're going to the Church of St. John the Divine. We're in the water tower of the Kremlin and we're about to climb for a nice view. Climbed the water tower of the Kremlin and we're looking out over Lake Nero. After visiting Rostov, we're on our way to Pereslavo-Zaleski, where we will stop for lunch. Pereslavo-Zaleski has a population of 42,000 and is popular as a dacha getaway for Muscovites. Arrived in Pereslavo-Zaleski, another very ancient city. It was the birthplace of Alexander Nevsky, and Peter the Great learnt navigation here and got his ideas for the Russian fleet. We're going to eat here in the Cafe Troika. While there, we're able to visit the Cathedral of the Transfiguration of the Saviour, dating from 1152. In front of the church there is a bust of Alexander Nevsky, who was born in the town. Pereslavo is also famous for the visit of Peter the Great, who came here as a young man and studied navigation, and later went on to found the Russian Navy. We're in Pereslavo-Zaleski, in the middle of the old Kremlin, founded in the 12th century, and and we're about to visit the Cathedral of the Transfiguration. We're in the Kremlin of Pereslava-Zaleski. Behind me are three old churches, two of which are being restored. And in front of me is the monument to Alexander Nevsky, a medieval Russian hero. We've arrived in Sergiev Posad, which is famous for the Trinity Monastery, which we're about to visit. It was founded in 1340 by St. Sergius, who's a Our next stop is Sergiev Posad, with a population of 112,000, well known as a place of pilgrimage. The other main landmark is the refectory church of St. Sergius, which is richly painted and was once a dining hall for pilgrims. Nearby is an impressive bell tower and Trinity Cathedral, which contains the tomb of St. Sergius and some fine icons. The Trinity Monastery of St. Sergius there was founded in 1340 by a revered saint, St. Sergius of Razonish. Soon after his death, he was named as Russia's patron saint, and pilgrims began to come here. The chapel at the well was built over a spring which is said to have appeared during a Polish siege. It is now full of pilgrims drinking the water or filling bottles. We just arrived at the Posadsky Hotel in Sergeyevsk Posad and we will shortly having dinner.